Jermaine Roberts. Committed to Texas. I think that says enough. The first time I saw Jermaine was last year in the Jamboree against Car Cougars. Speedy Devonte, I mentioned this kid several times. He really played this guy. Pressed man, physical, didn't back up, had great hips. This is the best cover corner in the state of Louisiana. I'm very surprised that LSU let this kid get away. This kid is an elite corner. 5'10", 170 pounds. I really like this kid, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him at this camp. Shebin Googins from West Jeff. This guy's a quarterback, and he's making a switch to free safety for this camp. Why? His coach recommendation, Marcus Scott. Marcus Scott is one of the top coaches around here in the New Orleans area, a good friend of mine. And he told me, bottom line, JJ, I know this guy's a quarterback, but he's flat out athletic, and he can play free safety. He needs to make that move because that's where he's going to play in college. I popped the tape in on the kid. The kid is an athlete. And again, one thing I like about Coach Scott, he's allowing this kid to come and work at a position that he's not used to because he knows at the college level, that's where he's going to play, and that's what this camp's about. This kid's athletic, he has speed, and he makes plays. And again, you want your free safety to be a playmaker, and that's what this kid does. Shawn Butler. All I can say is American Prep against 5 or 6 of the top receivers in class of 2015. Shawn Butler was the best corner there. Bottom line, this kid's 5'7", 155 pounds. Again, a student of the game, works hard, great footwork. This kid has really matured. Didn't play a lot of varsity last year. It will be the starting cornerback at St. Paul. One thing I like about Shawn is he's very tough. He understands that at his size, he has to come up and run support. But one thing I like about him the most is he likes press coverage. You don't have a lot of corners in high school that understand how to press, and Shawn does. And that's why Shawn's invited to his camp without a lot of varsity experience, because what he did against the elite receivers in the class of 2015 and American Prep, receivers like Tyrone Billy Johnson, the registered kid from Como who's ranked in the top 10 by everybody's publication, Ricky Preston for Hanville, Brandon Singleton for Hanville, Jaden McCleskey for St. Paul. So again, we've seen Shawn Butler against top talented receivers at camp. The best corner, bottom line. I'm looking forward to Shawn competing. Corey Turner, 5'11", from Miller McCoy. Miller McCoy. This kid is very, very, very fast. He's very physical. This kid is an outstanding student as well. One of the reasons why this kid was invited to this camp, coaches kept on telling me, you need to invite this kid. He can flat out play. He's under the radar. I went, looked at this huddle, popped the tape in. Coach Scott said, just watch it for 5 minutes, JJ. And I watched it. And this kid can just flat out play. This kid gets it. And one thing I like about this kid, to sum it up, he brings his hard hat. And that's what I like the most about this kid. Lefty. All I'm going to say this year, Lefty Holland. Why? He's not playing quarterback. He's playing cornerback, and that's his natural position. Been knowing this kid since he was 7 years old. Lefty is a natural athlete. He's a playmaker. He can play receiver. He can play quarterback. But mainly in college, Lefty will be playing cornerback. And that's why I'm saying Lefty Holland. Already been offered by Texas A&M as a sophomore. Lefty gets it. Honorable mention All-State, first team All-District. Lefty is a playmaker. He's not the elite of speed, but one thing you know about Lefty, he never gets caught, and he's always in position to be ahead of everybody else. I look forward to seeing Lefty. I look forward to seeing him and his teammate compete in one-on-one, because I've been hearing all about them going one-on-one in practice. I like this kid. I've been knowing this kid, and again, he's a playmaker. That's why he's already been offered as a sophomore, class of 2015. Stefan Lofton, another Miller McCoy. This kid again came highly recommended from several coaches in this area. This kid plays second in 3A at 200 meters, running a time of 22 flat. So we know that he has the long wind. This kid's a running back as well. But one thing again about this kid, he's going to play free safety at this camp. He's a hard worker. He gets it. He's another kid that puts on that hard hat. I really like the things I'm hearing about him. Again, I put the film on. The film popped off. One word about this kid. This kid has the size, the measurabilities to play on Sundays. And that's all I'm going to say. If I mention Sundays, you should know what that means. Dwayne Eugene. Wow. Light in the bottle. He's just like Honore. I really don't think this guy, coming here as a safety, he definitely is worthy of this camp and his invitation. But I think this guy, once time developed, will move to linebacker. And then that's where this guy has a chance to play at the high level, because this guy can flat out run, this guy can cover, as well as he's very physical. That's why, again, he has several major scholarship offers at this point. Here's another kid that I think that over a period of time, because of his size, will enable him to put himself in a great position at the next level. Honore Tolliver from Rummel High School. This kid's a winner. Been a winner ever since he started playing AAU basketball. For a basketball player, most guys are not physical. Honore does a great job in run support. He does a great job getting his hands on receivers, and he's just flat out a physical player. I don't think Honore will stay at cornerback at the next level. I think he'll move inside the safety because he has range, he can run. But one thing about Honore, he's very physical. Again, this kid helped Rummel win the state championship. I'm looking forward to seeing Honore cover some of these elite receivers and see if Honore can really sit down and press coverage and handle his business. I really like this kid, and that's why he has several scholarship offers at this point. Stefan Michel. Why Stefan? Why Stefan? Nobody's heard of Stefan. I've had the opportunity to see Stefan at the American Prep Combine. Stefan ran a 4.5, broad jump over 9 feet. Did a great job in one-on-one coverage. I also have an opportunity to work with Stefan. And one thing about this kid, he definitely meets the eyeball test. This kid is cut up, he's ripped, he's a Greek guy. But one thing about him, he's a hard worker. He's developed a knack to have great footwork because he works. He understands the things that he needs to do to be an elite player. And trust me, this kid will surprise a lot of you guys seeing this kid on the field and him doing the things that he's never done before because of hard work. We have a saying, you can't hire hard work, and guess what? We're not going to hire Stefan on Saturday and Sunday because he's definitely worked hard.